Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl Sugar, not back with the Need Some Sugar podcast. And I'm also back with a new series I'm starting called What You Got Me Watching. This is where I'm going to review the most ratchet, gutter butt, ghetto TV shows that are my guilty pleasures, and I would like to share them with you. And the reason why I named this segment What You Got Me Watching, or this series, What You Got Me Watching, is because 9 times out of 10, when I've shown someone these shows, like when they come over and we're chilling, I'll be like, let me show you something. I just want you to see something. You'll laugh or see how you feel about this show. And almost every time, you guys, people always say, Suge, what you got me watching? Like, what the fuck is this? So I thought it only be appropriate to name this segment What You Got Me Watching. And in this segment, I will be reviewing, or I keep saying segment. What the fuck is wrong with me? In this episode, I will be reviewing Bad Boys Texas, episode 2, streaming on Zeus Network. Y'all ready? Because I am. Let's go. So the episode started off with Rail and Big Lou fighting. Rail won. He did. Because Lou was doing too much. Like Lou was doing too much for me personally. Because if I was there and I would have just looked at Big Lou like, why the fuck are you doing all this? But that's just my demeanor with everything. Rail won the fight, like I said, but Rail, I want to tell you, shut the fuck up about this uppercut. Rail talked about that uppercut. In the show, it was like 5 minutes, but I know in real life, he probably mentioned that uppercut for like an hour and probably into the next day, because in the confessional he mentioned it. He mentioned it 3 or 4 different scenes, like angles or whatever, or shots I should say. And I'm just like, Rel, I love you. I love Relly. Like he's my favorite bad boy. But shut the fuck up about this uppercut, please. Um, Mo City. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mo City was in the middle of, Big Lou and Rel's little scuffle or whatever. And I was just looking at him like, hey, tell your fine daddy I said, That's how I felt when I was looking at Mo City. He was just sitting there cool as hell. And I appreciate niggas like that. I'm always attracted to those type of niggas. When it's chaos in the room or it's loud, I'm always eyeing the one that's quiet in the corner. I always get those type. But yeah, Rel and Big Lou ended up talking it out and piecing that up. It really wasn't nothing. Big Lou was just telling Rel like, "Oh, if that's your friend, you should have jumped in." Blah blah blah. Talking about Anthony and Chef D tag teaming. I mean, Anthony getting tag teamed by Chef D and Jonathan. Big Lou was like, "Rel, if you think that your friend got jumped, then you should have jumped in," which I agree. But the way Big Lou was going about it was just a lot. And also, you don't know the dynamics between them. Like if Rel is friends with both Anthony and Jonathan, why the fuck, and Chef D, why would he jump in that as if to fight too? He should be doing what he was doing. I don't even think he tried to break it up. But regardless, he should mind his fucking business. If he's not going to break it up, he should mind his business. Lou was yelling that he won. You didn't, baby. You probably can fight, but you didn't win this fight. It's okay. You still cute and you still could dress. Y'all, during that, Orlando off on the side talking about does anybody have some popcorn? I'm like, all right, Orlando, shut the fuck up, because now you playing too much into this crazy stupid role. Like we all know that's not, well, I can see that that's not really you. Banga was saying how he don't like Chef D and how he feels like Chef D shouldn't have jumped Anthony or tag teamed him like that. He should have waited his moment, which I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I agree with Banga. Like, I thought that Banga was gonna be extra, but Banga really got a head on his shoulders and he thinks clearly. And I really like him for this show. He's fun, but he also, if he has something to say, he says it, and um he doesn't say it in a disrespectful way. He just says, like, this is how I feel. And then he's open to having conversations. However, Banga, please do not be a bitch. You better know how to fight too. As cool, calm, and collected as you are, I feel like you probably a crazy motherfucker. So you better turn the fuck up next week when Lou smacks you in the face. You better have whooped his motherfucking ass. Bang, I'm talking to you. Like, when your mom come in the house, or you come in the house and you tell your mom that you just got beat up, and she say, you better go whoop his motherfucking ass before you come back in here, or I'ma whoop your ass. That's how I feel about next week. But anyway, we'll talk about that more next week. Um, while they was driving to the house, right? I want to know who the fuck was driving Jonathan's truck, his purple mail truck that he turned into like a hair truck or whatever. That shit was behind Jonathan in the Sprinter. The fucking purple truck is behind them directly. Like, Jonathan, do you need your truck every city y'all go to? I guess he do. I ain't mad at it. They had a confessional with Razby, I believe, talking about just how he's not there for the drama and blah 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 blah. Razby got a lot of sense. I think he just is triggered by certain things because he said that he was, sexually assaulted at being a member of B2K when he was younger. So, I feel like certain things trigger him and that triggers a response from him. I don't think that Razby is crazy. I feel like just a certain things trigger him and he responds how he responds. We might not understand or agree, but I feel like that's the only thing that really triggers Razby is when people tell him he's lying about what he said he experienced, or people say he's crazy or he shouldn't have said nothing, stuff like that. I believe is what triggers Razby to be in the blogs and acting all crazy and saying crazy things. So, because on this show, he seemed like he got a little bit of sense to me. They get to the house. The house is nice. Jonathan gets his room. I knew that they was going to try to do something like the first season where Milan had the bigger room and somebody come in and challenge him, and but same thing kind of happened. What happened between Anthony and Milan last season? That's basically a scene that they reused with between Jonathan and Chef D. And also, Chef D, I don't know if you and Jonathan are bumping or if y'all just really good friends, but the way Jonathan be bitching you, I'm gonna need you to look within, sir, and heal self. Because the way Jonathan be talking to some of y'all, like y'all, I'll be like, all right, Jonathan. All right now. Cause he wouldn't let y'all talk to him like that. So that's when you gotta look at people like Jonathan, like, all right, Jonathan, like, we know you could fight, but watch how you talking to me, because you wouldn't want me to talk to you like that. You would want to fight me, right? So just be mindful of how you talk to people, Jonathan. You already know I love you, but I'm saying this with love. Um, and then, so they pick rooms, blah blah blah. There's a scene where Chef D is, Banga is actually telling Chef D that he don't appreciate or he doesn't agree that he did that. La la la. Chef D, you're a liar, because first you said that you didn't see the fight, and then as you're explaining your side, then you said I got him after Jonathan. So, but you got him as soon as him and Jonathan were done or broken up. So, what do you mean you didn't see? You knew that something happened. Whether you saw him fight Jonathan or whoever the fuck else, you saw that Anthony was getting, tossed around a little bit and then broken up by or held back by security. Why would you then run up on, like, the question still remains, why would you then run up on Anthony when you clearly know he just fought? It doesn't matter if you didn't see that he fought Jonathan, you know that he just fought. Make it make sense, Chef D. I'm trying to like you because you Santana's ex-boyfriend, but the fact that you Natalie's best friend, you cross it. You toting a thin line with me. Your teeth are pretty and you cute, but you just seem like a follower to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I might like you as the season goes on. Also, another thing, if any of y'all celebrities or anybody that's on these shows listen to my podcast, please do not. I'm just going to ask you this once and make this clear once. Please do not take anything I'm saying personally. Everything that I'm saying is what I'm seeing on the show, how they edit it, what scenes y'all took, whatever the fuck I'm seeing on the show. So if that's not really what happened, do not really get fucking offended by what I'm saying. This is just my opinion. You're going to continue to live your life, ain't you? Thank you. Because some of y'all celebrities, y'all get mad at people for their opinion. Who gives a fuck what I got to say? Besides my listeners and my followers, yeah. But you, the person I'm talking about, should really not give a fuck. You really shouldn't, to the point where, like, y'all don't invite like bloggers or podcasters to certain spaces. Like, come on now. We're just giving our opinion and we have an audience that wants it. What the fuck are you really mad at? Anyway, let me not go, like, let me continue what I was saying. So I do want to say that, Banga, baby, please carry around some chapstick, or Zeus Network. Please give Banga some chapstick, because this whole episode his lips was dry, from the actual footage recorded in the house on the show to the confessionals recorded shortly thereafter. His lips was dry as hell, and I mean dry like wintertime. Soon as you step outside, the air is mad crisp and cold, and you just put chapstick on your lips, but you got to put some more on, because as soon as you stepped outside your lips got chapped. That is the type of chap that Banga had this whole episode. But regardless, I love Bangage. He just needs some chapstick. He just needs some chapstick. Chef D, I want you to shut up. This whole episode, he just kept talking. I feel like Chef D says stuff that he just wants to add to the conversation, but it doesn't add to the conversation. You're saying a whole bunch of nothing. Okay. Anyway, next scene, there's who all goes in Prince's room. It was Razby, Orlando, and I think Big Lou in Prince's room. So they're just, chopping it up, talking, and then Prince says to Orlando, like, the media paints you out to be this crazy, chaotic person, but from conversations, from, different interactions, you seem pretty chill to me. And, Orlando thanked him for saying that. But this is my opinion on that. I feel like Orlando plays into the crazy. It's like y'all already labeled him as crazy, so now he's going to try to out crazy his own crazy, to try, not even deliberately to try to get posted on blogs, but just like, fuck it, y'all say I'm crazy, I'm not even gonna take the energy to try to prove y'all wrong. I'm just gonna play into this motherfucking narrative, if that means people are still gonna be interested in me. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that, Orlando's just being him and he gets help soon. But I just feel like he is thinking there's no point in trying to make sense. Y'all already think I'm crazy. Like, I'm not about to waste my energy trying to get y'all to see that I'm normal. I don't even want to say normal minded, but like minded. I don't even think that's right either. What fucking word am I looking for? I don't know, common sense. Anyway, whatever. Um, Rel and Lou go into Jonathan's room and try to set him up and to talk to Anthony. And Jonathan was like, I think he said something along the lines of like, I there's nothing to talk about, or we'll talk when we talk, something like that. And later on that night, everybody go outside, smoke, and then they go back inside. They all meet around a pool table. Anthony finally comes to the house. Him and Chef D fight again. Anthony won. He did. Only because it looked like Chef D just like fell into him, and Anthony really was trying to throw punches. So in my opinion, Anthony won. In real life, nobody won. That shit was whack. But just because Chef D been irking me this whole episode, I'm gonna be petty and say Anthony won. um Anthony, you was not being careful. You wasn't being careful. You wasn't. You wasn't. You wasn't. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Um And that's my review of episode 2 of Bad Boys. Listen, y'all, this is What You Got Me Watching. I thank you guys for listening. Let me know what other ratchet, crazy reality TV shows, or it don't even have to be a reality TV show. It could be scripted. Just give me some suggestions, all right? And let your friends know that you listen to the Need Some Sugar podcast. Make sure you share all the clips that I share on our Instagram page, on your stories, on your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and all that. Please make sure to follow the podcast Instagram. That's SUGGAHPODCAST. And follow me personally on Instagram at Sugar Nah. That's SUGGAHNA. Make sure to comment and let me know what y'all think. And y'all have a good one. Bye.